Of the key ridings to watch in the GTA during this election, where I'm standing right now in Richmond Hill, could swing in the direction of the Liberals or Conservatives, especially if the difference in votes from 2 years ago gives us any indication of what's to happen this time on September 20th. The hustle from door to door is a very familiar activity for the two main candidates in Richmond Hill.
I just want to stop by and say hi.
It's all right, son.
Liberal Majid Jahari.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Yeah.
I left my brochure right in your door there.
And Conservative Kostas Minagakis were in a race to the wire in the last election, and they're at it again.
What it tells you is that you need to knock on every door. You need to come back, and you need to make sure that your story is heard.
Yeah, we're feeling very good.
That's great.
It was a very tight race last time. I've been knocking a lot of doors so far this time. We're about 60% around the riding first time around.
In all of the GTA, Richmond Hill stands out from the rest, if only because it was decided by the slimmest of margins in the last election. The riding to the north of the 407 and west of the 404 saw the Liberals win over the Conservatives by just a couple hundred votes in 2019.
I won't get into how I'm voting, but also I think that the integrity of the parties they represent is also a big decider for me.
That's something to wonder about. You know, I mean, it's going to be a big surprise. Because voters can be so fickle.
I think it might be close again this year. You know, it might be close again. So, kind of up in the air. People don't know which way to go now.
The fast-growing bedroom community is watching the housing market closely as an issue, and like everyone else, recovery from the pandemic with small business top of mind. Both the Liberal and Conservative candidates plan to rely on their records as much as they're looking forward, though. The incumbent taking on the previous representative in Ottawa, looking to return.
The key thing is I've been the member of parliament for this riding for the last 6 years. So there's a lot of things to talk about when it comes in, when they see me on the door.
I speak to my record. I was the member of parliament for Richmond Hill from 2011 to 2015. I was known as a constituency-centric MP, focused very much in my constituency.
All signs point to another close race between two similar foes in a key GTA riding that could be painted red or blue come election night. Close votes and recounts are terms that most people here in Canada certainly don't want to hear. But when we talk about GTA ridings being decided by just a few hundred ballots in the last federal election, you can't help but wonder what's to come this time around. It's not easy to get around and speak with people up close and personal in this part of the GTA. But the candidates in King-Vaughan need to find a way to reach out.
Getting that message out is probably the most important thing, connecting with the voters, which is always what's important during an election, is making sure people know what you've done and what you're planning to do.
Let's be honest. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the community needs. And if we're not going to take their concerns to Ottawa, then we shouldn't be running.
King-Vaughan is a large riding just north of Toronto with a mix of everything from farmland to an urban centre. With that, there's also a mix of voters, leading to a difference of just over 1,000 votes in the last election.
And proceed to the next poll the next day. I'm going to say we were disappointed last time. There's no doubt about it. It was a close race. The difference this time, I think we started earlier.
That result has also given the Liberal incumbent some time in Ottawa and the chance to run on her record, for better or worse, in a traditional swing riding. Notable is the fact that Deb Schultz is actually running while undergoing treatment for cancer for the second time. She was in remission after the last campaign, but it returned.
I'll get through this. And I just want to say, I'm not alone. There's so many people living with cancer and other serious illnesses, and they're still finding ways to contribute and to do a good job every day.
So she vows to work the phones with her message, while her team and her competitors hand out signs and continue to talk about the future of the country. Before her time as MP, Schultz was a York Regional Councillor at Vaughan City Hall. Roberts has 30 years of experience in the banking and finance industry.